Well, everybody, this is the maiden flight on the OMP 65-inch Bushmaster. The first flight, we decided to go with a 4S battery just to see what we could do with flying it. As you can tell, right after takeoff, it was right in trim. It needed just a little bit of rudder trim and a touch of aileron trim. We did notice from the get-go that it is nose heavy the way that we had it set up. We've made some major changes to it to move the servo to the back a little bit. And we also moved the battery as far back in the fuselage as possible. Again, this is on a 4S pack. Airplane flew exceptionally nice. I do recommend, if you're an aerobatic pilot, that you keep it on the full span, all four ailerons all the time. It does really well with snap rolls, tumbles, everything. Again, this is all on 4S. You'll see a little bit later in the flight when we're flying it with a 5S battery pack. That is my recommendation. Going forward, fly it with the stock motor, stock propeller with a 5S. We do try it with a 6S, but it only lasts about 28 seconds before the battery pulled loose and the airplane crashed into the lake. But enjoy the flight. There's 4 different flights on here. I've got a bunch of different things. Comment as much as you'd like. Let me know what you think of the videos, and just enjoy it.
With all 4 ailerons?
You can get this airplane from buddyrc.com. Again, it's the OMP Bushmaster 65-inch. We're loving the airplane. We can't wait till it has the float available for it, because we will definitely put it on the water. Those of you that aren't familiar with our flying site, as you see, you can tell we have water right there. This is the first landing coming in right now, and Dad was flying it. He just threw the crow on, and the airplane did exceptionally well having crow on. So he went ahead and brought it in on its very first ever landing, had crow on it. So I grab the transmitter right here, and I take off and do some as much extreme aerobatics as I could with the 4S battery pack on it. Again, the airplane flies really nice, tumbles, almost does a crankshaft, all with 4S. When you go to 5S, it does it all. It's a great flying little airplane. Again, enjoy it. If you can get one, buddyrc.com. It comes in this red and yellow scheme, which is very easy to see it in the sky. It also comes in a white with blue and yellow trim on it scheme. I haven't seen one of those up close and personal, just a couple of videos of them, and it looks like it's easy to see in the sky as well. Just a quick touch and go, and then I'm going to come back by with, some people call it the stage front shot. Some people call it the money shot in here. This is just, bank the wings photo shot. Beautiful airplane flying by. A great airplane. Again, if you get the chance, get your hands on one of the sticks. Slows down beautifully. It can be taken from the trainer level to mid-level aerobatics to extreme aerobatics, depending on what you want to do. Okay, so this is the second flight. This is a different 4S pack. This one has a 60 C rating. The first flight had a 30 C rating, so just seeing what the difference in the ratings on the 4S packs before we switch over to the 5S. Airplane flies the same as it did on the first flight. Very much a stable airplane. Easy to get around, fly. You can see a nice little spin there. Attempt at a pop top. We didn't quite get it there, but falls off into a knife edge spin pretty well. Did an attempt at a blender during this flight. It didn't quite stay in the flat spin, and again, that's probably due to it having a little bit extra nose weight. Next weekend when we take it out, now that we've moved the servo to the back for the rudder, we moved it to the tail and made it a push-pull instead of a pull-pull. We'll have more tail weight, and it'll probably go flat for us, and we'll do a little bit more extreme aerobatics with it. The airplane does really well in slow flight. This flight right here, we're landing it with full flaps. So all 4 flaps are down in the down position. Just need to dial in just a little bit more elevator because you can see right there it stalls out. But the airplane is exceptionally stable with flaps on. Getting ready to take off with 5S right here. It does perform a lot faster with 5S. Has a little bit more pull through some of the maneuvers.
Better?
There's the blender I talked about earlier. Didn't quite go as violent as we were hoping, but, you know, again, when we get a little more tail weight in there, it'll be perfect. Again, this is a 5S battery pack. This is the one from Buddy RC. This is a Glacier 5S pack. You can see it pulls the airplane a little bit harder through there. It's only a 45C rated pack. It's a Glacier 4000 milliamp 45C rated pack. We got a total flying time on this battery pack probably close to 5 minutes. I didn't record the entire flight with it, but about 5 minutes. The airplane really ripped through the sky with it. Did a nice job. We got 4 flights on the airplane this day until it actually landed out in the water when the 6S battery came unplugged during flight.
Landing.
Another landing with flaps on. You can just see how stable the airplane is. The wind is blowing straight down our runway at about 8 or 9 miles an hour. You can see, actually I lied there. He actually had crow on that time, not full flaps. So he had his crow up. Those of you that don't know crow is when your outboard ailerons go up and your inboard flaps go down, giving you as much resistance as possible. If you follow along in all of my videos, there is a video of me showing how to set the wing up if you're using Spectrum transmitter. Completely watch it that way. This is another 4S video, just a quick one. Dad had a 4S battery charged up, ready to go, and he wanted to go back from the 5S back to a 4S and just kind of give himself some feel whether the airplane was needing the 5S or not. We had another guy at the field fall in love with the airplane on 4S. He's not a big aerobatic guy. He's more of a regular, just cruise around the sky, a couple rolls, couple loops. He's going to be buying the airplane to fly it with 4S. Myself and Dad, we're probably going to continue flying it with 5S.
Yeah.
So I would say overall, this is another great airplane put out by OMP, sold through buddyrc.com. Has a wide open range of battery packs that you can use. The wing comes off with one 2mm bolt to the fuselage and then one thumb screw. Goes together pretty quick. Again, I did a full assembly video on it, so you can see that if you click on one of the other videos in my profile. Another just out of the box wonderful airplane. Nice little flat spin there, Dad. Good job. And then at the very end of this video, the last 25 seconds is him taking off and doing a semi pop top and then landing it in the water because the battery came from plugged in, and he had no control. So the airplane hit out in the water. Did a little damage to the cowl and a little damage to the windshield, but it'll be back up and repairable for next weekend. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Dad, I lost it.